see, if I'm talking to somebody who actually understands what's going on with them, they will be able to tell me this is my expectation. Okay, this is my expectation. The type of people that I want to attract is when I hurt you with my bluntness, if I challenge your comfort in any way or form and it triggers you, you throw attitude at me, and when we talk, you are able to let me know that, oh, I'm so sorry. Just now, actually, I get offended by what you say. That's why I throw attitude at you. You know, like we need the type of understanding in order to make it work for everybody. Hi. In this video, I'm gonna tell you a story about attitude and how I tally it with emotional intelligence, of course, but also, well, I will interpret it in a quite few angle. So let's get it started. Let's go. So I remember going on my FYP past few days and then stumble upon few astrologers sharing how be careful, something enter Aries, Aries conjunct something, letting me know that be careful, there will be some type of chaos, some type of argument, you are gonna quarrel, something like that, something will be off. I didn't really go about my life expecting it like that, because you can tell me, careful of this date, careful of that date, mark this date, mark that date. I couldn't care less, unless if you're telling me that this date, the money is coming in, this date, somebody love things happening. Oh, I'm gonna pay attention to it. So I just go about my life as usual. Usually I go out with my sister, everything is fine. We can talk about anything and we just vibe. But that day, I remember, I just lashed out in the car, throwing attitude at her. I'm well aware that I was projecting at her because I am angry about something with her, though, about that whole outing. I feel like you didn't reciprocate me, and now I'm angry. So I'm like, I'm indirectly lashing out at you. Like, I'm gonna mask it, I'm gonna pretend like it's about traffic, I'm lashing out at traffic, but it's actually because of you. And then when we left the car, I just sat with myself and I'm like, oh my god, I feel bad. Okay, now I'm gonna mention emotional intelligence. Okay, also, I'm gonna say this to you. It's like, as a person who wants to solve problem, of course, self-awareness matters, accountability matters, own up matters. But I'm letting you know, attitude, when you throw attitude, your environment trigger you first. You throw attitude because it's the environment, something trigger. But of course, the attitude is a build-up emotion, it's not just because of that small thing. Because if it's just small things, like they piss you off left and right, you can just brush it off if it's nothing. But if you have build up, this is emotional intelligence right now, but if you have build up anger with you already, little things can make you explode. Like, you're like a ticking bomb already. You bottle up your emotion, you bottle up your frustration, and then little thing went off, you go berserk. I went berserk, not like crazy like that. I was just in the car, like making about traffic, like lashing out, like so stupid. I hate coming to this area because my sister said like, oh, can we stop by at this coffee shop because I want to tap out some drinks. And then at the coffee shop, something happened, and I'm like, pissing me off coming to this area. This area is so stupid. I won't come back here again. Why the fuck people like to come to this stupid shop? This stupid area filled with stupid people. So got home, everybody not feeling well about it. Okay, my sister went inside her room, right on, and then I just sat with myself. And now I reflect back with me. I'm like, you know what? I preach about emotional intelligence, but I also have posted an insight about emotional intelligence, which is it is not applicable to everybody. When you have emotional intelligence, you have self-awareness. Having a self-awareness allows you to communicate and understand what is going on with yourself, So I understand what's going on with myself. I'm able to communicate it out. So if people are being passive, throwing me attitude, being passive aggressive with me, having an emotional intelligence will allow me to ask them like, hey, what's up? What's off? You look off. The way you treat me, like there's attitude to it, like what's up, you know? But if I'm talking to somebody who lacks emotional intelligence, who don't even have emotional intelligence, who never sit down with themselves, who never ask themselves, like, why am I frustrated? Why does this person annoys me? They never ask themselves that. They will not be able to communicate it because null, N-U-L-L. With that being said, I made that post saying that emotional intelligence is not applicable to everyone. You can only apply emotional intelligence, which is you can only communicate fairly only with people who can reciprocate it. What's the point going to someone, my parents throwing attitude at me, being passive aggressive with me? What's the point me going to them asking like, what's up? It looks like you have issue here. You mind telling me what's up? They won't be able to tell anything. They will brush it off, which is it happened. I'm gonna follow up with the story. It happened. It's whole family apparently. Maybe it's not whole family. Anyways, so you do not communicate with them. You just let it by. Few days later, everybody got along again. But it just whether they brush it off or they just pretend like nothing happened and shove it inside them back. And then next thing you know, they throw attitude again. It's always inconsistent with people who lack emotional intelligence, who lack self-awareness. There goes the story. I throw attitude. And I tell myself, I have posted about emotional intelligence is not applicable for everybody. If it was my parents throwing attitude at me, I would just fucking ignore it. Well, best believe I'm gonna mirror the energy back to them. I'm gonna throw attitude back to them. So they're letting them know that I know you are off with me and I'm being off with you back, Right. So, oh my god. I feel like the theory is when somebody is feeling off, they will throw attitude at you because they already have bad feelings about you somehow. They already don't like you. Put it like that, okay? You only throw attitude at someone you don't like. Okay, you be frustrating, you be hating around, and then you meet people that you like. You don't be like projecting at them like it's nobody business. People are conscious of their behaviors and who they like and who they don't like. So you tend to project at things that you don't like first. You tend to project at people you don't like. So if you throw attitude at someone, there must be something about the person that you don't like that frustrates you, and this is the chance for you to fucking throw attitude, to lash out at them indirectly, throw shit, whatever. You are annoyed by them, but you're not going to be direct or communicate about it. Instead, you choose to project, you choose to throw attitude. So now it got me, oh my god, I have made this video 3 times. I had realization after realization after realization, and then now I have another realization, which is, so what if she throw attitude at me because she already have something she dislikes about me? Now the story began, okay? Usually when I went out with my sister, everything was fine. We can just talk about anything. We vibe like that. Usually it's fun. But that day particularly, I wanted to go get a haircut. The thing about me, when I do girly things, normally I just do things alone. But this time it's because my sister's at home. And then if I get along with my mom, I will ask my mom too. It's like, all the girls, let's go. Because I want the girls to get pampered. When I get pampered, it's wellness. I love wellness. I know how it helped me feeling good. So I want to promote it to others. Like, this feels good. So I'm going there. If you want to join. It's her second day of period, and she was like, yeah, sure, let me go shower first, right? She was still fine at the time, and then it's already late, so many shops already closed at the times. Usually when plan didn't go well, I'm still cool, I'm still trying to flip it and make it work, make do, make it vibing. I'm trying to get this, it's not working out. I'm trying to get that, it's not working out. So I'm trying to talk. We could fix the mood right there. So I mentioned one topic, just talk about it. And then I start noticing that she just be dodging me. Like, she has enough of me talking. Usually she is so talkative, but that day she ignored me. Well, life don't revolve around me, but when things like that happen, I feel like it's best to have a conversation, you know. But well, that's when we got home. But at the moment in the car, we do not communicate whatever. I I well, looking back, I could have just asked her like, is everything okay? You know, I should be asking question like that. I have this build up anger too about my family, the way that they do not be understanding what the fuck coming out of my mouth. You know, they are not able to be at the same level as I am when I talk, trying to get you to understand my point of view right here because I am so intrigued by to learn about why do you think like this, why do you think like that, you know? Well, kind of have judgment, but I keep that judgment to myself. But when with them, I am very open to understand, you know, why, what makes you think like that. So I would expect the same thing goes when people talk with me. But when I start bringing up topic with my sister, she start dodging it. I feel like it triggered that build up anger in me. Like, God damn it, stupid bitch. The ego in me that feels like people are so fucking stupid. They cannot meet me where I'm at because they're too fucking shallow. The differences, you know, the pace that we're walking, the differences, we're not even on the same page. So I'm like, okay, I hate these shallow people. That type of trigger. Arrive at the coffee shop, I'm trying to play it cool again, and then the car behind blocked me. Usually I could just fucking chill, but because I'm already pissed off inside, so I start lashing out. I kind of make it about traffic, but more to like, I make it's actually an indirect anger that I'm trying to project at her. You see, because when it's not clear like that, you tend to be indirect, you tend to throw shades. There is insecurity, you're not secure, you're not certain, like what is this, why? But right there, right then, I was not able to ask her why. I'm not used to it, you know. I'm not used to having a emotional intelligence type of conversation because we do not communicate, and I tell you the reason why we do not communicate later. Okay, I asked ChatGPT one time about this, you know. ChatGPT told me to approach the situation better. When next time when people throw attitude at you, you ask them if is everything okay, is everything okay, instead of making it about me. Ask them, is everything okay? I can sense that something is off with you. Is everything okay? And if they do not want to tell you, well, that's on them, and they're lacking. That's them walking on their own pace. I cannot be forcing them to figure out right now what's wrong with you, you know. So basically just leave them alone. But if their frustration start, their attitude start leaking to you, only you make it about you, okay? Because you see, I think just now I mentioned it. People only throw attitude at someone that they don't like to begin with. People will not throw attitude at somebody that they like. They will go confide to that person instead. Well, I want to live intentionally because I believe if I respond to my life intentionally, it helps shape the reality that I'm manifesting, you know, because I tell myself the type of reality that I'm manifesting is to be surrounded by people with emotional intelligence, you know, be surrounded by environment that when we are off, we tell people, sorry, I'm off because of this, sorry, I throw attitude at you, which what I was doing at my sister right here. I tell myself I have to respond how I want my reality to become. So I practice it. This is me showing it, embody it in my energy so that universe can read that this is the type of reality that I want to manifest. So I go to my sister's room. I was like, hi. I hold her hand. I was like, I'm so sorry because I was throwing attitude at you just now in the car. I was lashing out because I was projecting, because I was mad at myself, you know? That's basically how I concluded. I'm a very complicated person, but I concluded to that point. Just for her to look at me and be like, she's by the way, she's lying in her dark room, like depressed, but it's also her second day of period. I mean, like hormonal change or something. She was like, Oh no, I have stomachache right now. She literally dodging me again. Just a person who do not have the emotionally intelligent way of coping. Literally ignoring things. So to her, she felt like what? I throw attitude and I feel bad. I apology because I did wrong. I did not apology because I can sense that she's off. I don't even know what the fuck she be up to. I don't even know that she was moody or what. So the reason I go and apology to her is because I am taking accountability of my action. I'm trying to shape my own reality right here. And because we are dealing with each other's, so that's just me responding to the situation. And to her, she felt like, oh, she come and apologize to me because she thought I'm sad because of her. Literally say what I need to say to validate myself. Huh? What happened? This is she holding my hand. Huh? What happened? I have stomachache right now. That's why I'm like this. So I'm like, okay. I remember in the call, so literally ignore what the fuck I was saying and copy it with, nah, takes the smell of this ointment, like that, joke around with me like that, you know. See how people be dodging self-awareness, people be dodging emotional intelligence. But at least I tell myself like it's not their fault. They are not able to meet me where I'm at. But I also apologize to myself because I'm like, it's valid for me to throw attitude. That's why I say it. It's not 100% my fault, but it's not because I want to blame it on them. It's just that it happened. And from what happened, you can also read it from different angle, from different aspect. It'd be like, first, when you throw attitude, something have triggered you. And then who you choose to target, to lash out that attitude towards. You don't like that person. What is it that you don't like about that person? And if you throw attitude because the person piss you off, does that person piss you off, or does that person was the one who started that attitude? You get it? If they just piss me off, it's like the car that's blocking me at the coffee shop. But I realized that I throw attitude because she threw attitude at me first. And now it got me going around. I feel like she has issues with me. And she finally had enough. She cannot mask it anymore. So she threw attitude at me. Right. Then the issue must have started with me. It could be I'm talking about something and it just challenged her comfort and now it's triggering to her, and then it's too difficult to be directly telling me that, oh, that hurt me. Instead, she chose to throw attitude at me like that. Do it indirectly like that. I am not expecting anything from her. I'm just letting people in the future know that, I am not that person who needs friends, but I'm talking about partnership or a partner in life, romantic partner. That person must have a capacity to meet me where I'm at. It's like when you throw attitude, you must have the ability to come forward and tell me what is off with you. Why were you off? What's up? What's going on? You have the ability to read yourself. You have the ability to understand what's going on with yourself so that you are able to explain it to me when it leaks to me, so that we can find harmony.